Hello, hello, my goblins, goblins, everybody else in between. How y'all doing today on this fine day? Uh, I'm tired of them too. I can't blame Japan. I feel like everybody's tired of IRL streamers, especially those irritating ones. I mean, you got Chud, you got Johnny Somali, you got everybody else. Like, let's see what they talking about.
Japan is clearly fed up with IRL streamers, as this one was nearly arrested while live streaming himself being obnoxious in Japan.
After day two, chat. After day two. Oh. Oh, hey, chill. Okay, chill.
And then, on top of that, he's also gambling and promoting gambling while he's in Japan, which is also illegal, all in the name of money and some internet attention.
Yeah, immediately kicked him out because he don't know what you're doing. They know what's been going on, so why take the risk? And I can't blame them for reacting that way, honestly. If that's my business, or if he's an employee, and you also got to keep in mind this is a completely different country. Americans sometimes, not all, but especially in these cases, they tend to try to go by America rules, and it's not the case in Japan. I lived in Japan for 2 years, and I still miss that place. I love that place. They have rules, not like ours. And if you don't follow those rules, you will get your behind kicked. If by the cop, by a mob, by some yakuza, you gonna end up hurt by somebody. And again, it ain't necessarily the same rules as it is here. So your best bet is to, especially in this case, stay outside. Don't be obnoxious. Don't be stupid. But because they're gonna treat you the way they used to being treated, which is like crap.
Wait, what I do, bro? What did I do in addition? Bro, chill, yo, Dom KV Clips. I'm in damn Miami right now, Dom. I'm in Miami, bro.
And he's not even 20 years old, but he's already being compared to Johnny Somali, so...
See? immediately straight to Johnny Somali. You're already being compared to the worst person you can be compared to immediately. And second, that sounded like he didn't know where he was either. That was weird. Like, either he lied about his location or he genuinely forgot where he was at.
Clearly, he's on a great path, but before this, I've never heard of him, but he's been making headlines for things like, speeding on stream, being swatted, and being kicked out of Disney, and of course, trespassing.
Someone just swatted us. Look, Oblivion. It's just a random internet guy. We're just here filming and we're just streaming. Like, we're just enjoying Disney like everyone else. We're not harming no one.
But unfortunately, we've received multiple concerns.
I understand, but I just explained the whole situation.
Not really, though.
Obviously, you are on private property. They have their questions that they want to answer, or whatever. If they don't feel like you're being cooperative, at that point, they could ask you to leave.
We're going to have to end your day today.
I mean, again, and maybe just because I don't pay attention to Kick whatsoever, just because I don't want to talk trash about the platform, but it seems to be a trash place that collects trash people. Like, it seems to be a literal streaming garbage dump. Not everybody on there, again, because I got friends who do stream in multiple places. I think they do stream at Kick. They're fine. But most of these top level Kick streamers run around doing mess like this. Like, what is this? 140 miles per hour? Passing cars on the freeway? Like, come on, man. You're trying to say you got swatted over at Disney, but you also are not working with the staff to clear up the misconception. And if you that chaotic, if you do stuff like this, all they gotta do is search up your name, dude. And they see what kind of content you put out. They see what kind of mess you're doing, and they don't want that in their business. Plain and simple.
You want them trespassed?
Not Lowe's.
All of you leave or you're going to be arrested.
I'm like,
right
not
now.
Lowe's.
I don't believe that.
Okay, you're under arrest. Put your hands behind your back.
Bro. I wasn't even doing
Do you have anything
nothing.
that's going to stick me, stab me?
I got my bro.
Hey.
Back away.
Oh my.
He's not going to jail. Yes, he is.
And I mean, honestly, it just feels like Kick is this one big factory that just pumps out obnoxious IRL streamers at an increasing rate. And honestly, it seems like they're just imploding their own careers at a similar rate. That's why the obnoxious IRL stream factory just has to keep on pumping out new ones, because they only last for like a year or two. But of course,
Chud the Builder, Jack Doherty, Oblivion. I never even heard of this guy until just now. Because again, I don't deal with Kick. But one after another, like one goes down, another sponsor take their place. It's like a Hydra head, only it doesn't regrow 8 more heads. It just grows back a slightly different. You know what? It's like Doctor Who. They're Time Lords. They're Kick Lords. They die and they reincarnate into another Doctor's douchebag.
Course, when your whole content strategy is just harassing people in public, things tend to go wrong. And I think it's safe to say that no amount of views is worth being locked up in a foreign prison. I mean, hey, just ask Johnny Somali, who's currently appealing his prison labor sentence in South Korea. But the subject of today's video is Oblivion. Not to be confused with like one of the best games ever made. Honestly, it's still a shame they haven't dropped Elder Scrolls 6, but here we are, still waiting. But this kid, at not even 20, is already infinitely more successful than Johnny Somali ever was. Unfortunately, though, this burden to society is completely unconcerned about how he gets famous, and is just following the footsteps of many terrible other IRL streamers we often talk about here on this channel. And the dude has been attempting to go viral for a long time. He's consistently been tagging Neon in his videos as well, so at least that's a little bit better than Johnny Somali, but the bar is set pretty low. Regardless, though, Oblivion started off on TikTok, but it's a little hard.
Neon was another one that was, again, acting like that. But Neon has, I think, maybe learned some lessons and grew up a bit. Because Neon apparently isn't even like that. And I don't know, I've never met the guy like firsthand. I've never even had an experience with this dude. But what I was told is Neon is a character. He goes to whoever he's with or whoever he's streaming with. Is like, look, I'm gonna tell you now, this is a character. I'm gonna be obnoxious. I'm gonna be annoying, but it's just a character. Yada yada. Like he gives them a whole heads up and tells them, I'm going to be in character. I'm going to be this person. That's not how I am in real life. It's just a character I play. Which I guess I could give you a little grace for it because then it's all about, of course, it's all shock value. That's all it is. That's all any of this stuff is, shock value. But he can at least apologize to them and tell them, look, I'm probably say stuff, do stuff, whatever, but it's just a character. I'm not saying it makes it better for anybody walking around random on their own, but I can at least give you a little bit more grace because that's not your actual personality. These guys, that's the actual personality. That's how they actually are. And that's sad.
Hard to follow his timeline because, believe it or not, I was not following his whole come up. But hey, I guess I'm now forced to study him regardless because he did a little bit of goofing around. And it seems like he posted on TikTok, YouTube, and has been streaming for a good couple of years with 300,000 followers on Kick and over 1 million followers on TikTok. And it's very clear that he just wanted to go viral at all costs, no matter how controversial it was or if he was the butt of his own joke. And things started off in an innocent way by him just making jokes about never being able to kiss a girl and making fun of himself for being inexperienced and nervous around them, but clearly, amping it up for the camera. And then, of course, he kind of followed Neon's route by doing the whole I'd rather play Fortnite than be with a girl, which, is just bait because at the end of the day, who cares?
You got a winner from a date?
No, I'm not going.
You don't got a date, huh, Christian?
That dude looked 12. He looks 12. When did he start doing this? They look like they're on a high school campus. Man.
No, I don't.
Take her, bro.
I think I'm gonna play Fortnite.
Damn, you're not even gonna ask me, bro?
No.
And of course, he also normally features either an IG model or an OF model in his content to drive more attention to it. And while it often changes from stream to stream, no matter who it is, viewers either like the girl and ship them together or hate her and just spew insults at her. And usually, it's kind of a mix of both, but again, Oblivion doesn't care because it's all about the clips and clicks. And I guess he made enough noise and put himself out there enough to earn the attention of Aiden Ross and people who orbit him. So they put him on the brand risk event and he ended up fighting in multiple cards. And apparently he's not even a bad boxer, which I guess sort of explains him streaming in Japan with Ryan Garcia and just...
Is he not? Again, I've never heard this guy at all, whatsoever. So is he not a bad boxer, or was the other guy like just as bad? So it makes someone who's bad look better. Like it's always like the looks. If you stand next to somebody who looks better than you, you're the ugly one. But if you stand to somebody that you're more conventionally attractive than, by comparison, it makes you look better. So is this the case with him? Is he just comparatively better boxing based on the other guy? I don't know who you fought. I'm about to go and do some research on that. But if you know, let me know down in the comments because I'm doing a lot of catch up.
being friends with him in general. But regardless, Oblivion is becoming a big enough streamer in his own right, but not exactly all for the right reasons. Because while he was on that trip in Japan with Ryan Garcia, Oblivion found himself in some hot water after he was caught filming inside of some shop. And it's no secret that filming people without their consent in Japan is not only a huge social taboo, but it does infringe on their rights to privacy, especially when you're filming inside of a business. And anytime you visit a foreign country, there's going to be different sets of social rules, and sometimes it even extends into laws. And I think it's safe to say that Americans are pretty desensitized to content creators being a nuisance in public places, so when they visit other countries, they might not even consider that yelling insanely loud at chat and live streaming random people might be frowned upon. And here
I would even say it's more so. I wouldn't say Americans are desensitized. I wouldn't, because I feel like most people are still generally annoyed when they see you're trying to walk down the street or down the sidewalk, and they're taking up the whole sidewalk, doing some weird random TikTok dance. Like it's irritating, except for a couple people, because they at least try to keep it in smaller, compact groups, or they do it in areas with plenty of wiggle room as far as walking around. But some of these people I see stopping dead in their tracks when you already got a narrow sidewalk and you trying to do your TikTok dance. You got the nerve to get mad at the people trying to go about their day. Is ridiculous. But Japan, in general, going around being loud in general, scratch, because when I went there, I'm showing my age a little bit, but when I was there, TikTok wasn't a thing. Vine wasn't a thing yet. Like, it's been a minute since I've been to Japan, but socially, you don't make a bunch of noise. You're fairly quiet. Like, there are places for it. You go to a bar, you go to a club, the same people do a 180 as far as the personality. They get out there, they get loud, they party, they have fun. But during like working hours and during commutes and any other time, with the exception of a small group, they're quiet. It is quiet out there. Like, I remember crossing the street, and even though they had the right of way, they stopped waiting for me to pass by. I didn't walk out there. That's just how they are over there. They literally stop every lane of traffic to let people cross the road, and then they just pick it up from there. But you don't run around making noise and being a nuisance in general, even before all of this. And now it's just gotten worse, because now people are incentivized to do it, and they're getting paid to do it.
Oblivion walks into a convenience store after being unable to get into the Chrome Heart store, and almost instantly, the shopkeeper has his hand up, blocking the filming angles and shoves them out the store.
But nah, chat, Michi streams are gonna happen. What's it called? After day 2, chat. After day 2. Oh. Oh, hey, chill. Okay, chill.
And apparently, he has no problem touching the camera and even grabbing Oblivion and his cameraman and forcibly removing them from the store. I mean, they barely made it 5 feet in and they were thrown out, which makes me ask the question, what were they doing in there before? Because if they
Hey man, that been before thing. They will talk to each other, especially depending on where you are in the shops and stuff. They will talk to each other. They will warn each other, hey, there's a guy walking down a road screaming to his camera. He's one of those live streamers, and they will keep tabs. That's how this dude didn't even make it past the first aisle, and he already got kicked out because he was aware of where he was. I don't think he was in there before. And I could be proved wrong in the video, but I don't think he was in there before. I think they were talking to each other and keeping watch for him. And as soon as he came in there, on it, already on top of it.
just showed up like that and he had that kind of reaction, most likely something happened in that store earlier. But regardless, there was definitely a language barrier. Oblivion just kept saying chill. I think he said chill like 120 times here. But apparently the shopkeeper was saying, stop filming and delete the footage. That's apparently what he was saying.
Chill. We're leaving. Bye. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Chill.
But I guess it gets even worse for them because the shopkeeper doesn't let them leave. He actually calls the police while keeping an eye on them in the area.
Hey, why is he being like that?
Okay, hey, over there, Kev, just film it over there.
Okay, chill. Now I'm my cameraman. Chill. Okay. I know.
You don't know, and don't stand there and bow at him. That's kind of racist, you piece of crap. Like that. You can't go to another country and not know the rules and then get mad when you're not following the rules and people react to you not following the rules. Like, You say I know, and you saying chill. Obviously, he don't want y'all in the store, right? But if he keeps going after the camera, obviously it's the camera. Obviously it's the camera. All you got to do is, especially if they live streaming, stop the stream, show him it's not recorded. He leaves you alone. You go about your way. He wouldn't have called the cops. He just wants the footage deleted. And all you got to do, it wasn't recorded. That's it. Now, if they are recording, delete the footage. Plain and simple. Another thought went through my head, and me as I do photography and videography outside of being a cartoon goblin on the internet. My camera has 2 memory card slots. So when I'm out and about and doing my filming, because America has different rules, I will, if somebody's really like pitching a fit and making a fuss and I just want them to go away, I'll delete it off the other memory card because I'll do redundant recording. I'll do it both. Delete off one so I still got my backup. Probably should have said that, but y'all know what I look like. As far as y'all concerned, I'm a cartoon goblin.
Oh, we're leaving. Let's go.
No.
No, way.
No. We're leaving. Why is he still pressing up on us?
Stop.
No. You're not gonna touch my cameraman. Chill.
Let's
We're
walk.
here.
Don't touch me.
We're with
Don't
you.
touch
I'm not
us.
touching
This
you.
way, Kev, this way.
Let's go, Kev. Leave.
This way.
Kev. No.
今外国人が
What are you doing, bro? What is he doing? Pre-jail? We're not doing nothing wrong. Kev, come. Kev, go. Kev, go. Kev, go. Kev,
Kev, right here now.
chill, bro. Like, what is he doing, bro?
Bye.
No.
Yes, bye.
No.
Hey, what is he on?
He's trying to hit the camera. Tell him in Japanese to leave us alone.
And the whole time he was acting shocked at why he could be annoyed with them. And to be fair, Oblivion wasn't, he wasn't really doing anything wrong here. He wasn't acting obnoxious like Johnny Somali. He was just naturally loud and kind of annoying and is visiting a place where both of those things, I guess, are taboo. But they did still continue filming the guy after he repeated.
But I would say, especially Japan's experience with Johnny Somali, if someone comes around acting loud and obnoxious and annoying, you assume the worst and you react based on the worst. And it's not necessarily because he's American or he's an outsider or anything like that. It's because he has the camera, he's loud, obnoxious. It's a combination of things. He could be loud, obnoxious, and they're just gonna say, "Oh, he's American," but that camera following them, whole different monster, and they're reacting based on that experience they had with Johnny. Well, I'm gonna call that man Johnny Tsunami. First of all, again, I'm showing my age here, but it's Johnny Somali is what they're reacting off of their experience with him and what they know of him.
Asked them to stop because the cameraman, I guess, is too dense to realize that if he's filming Oblivion in an altercation, he's also filming the guy. So, yeah, I don't think they put 2 and 2 together. Or who knows, maybe they just wanted the content. Regardless, though, the police arrive and I guess tell him that he has to delete the clip, and they ask if they can confirm that it's not saved in the camera. And this is kind of crazy because it's live and it really shows the barrier of what the police understand of, like, filming versus live streaming, because of course it's not saved on the device. They're just kind of live streaming off of a camera.
He's saying, can you see your like photo folder just to show that it's not saved.
Here?
Yeah.
Here. Today.
today.
その保
Japan.
存はされてないんですよね。
まあ一応確認のため。
はいはい。
Yeah, I didn't save it.
today こんだけの。
Yeah, no save.
And then, not to mention, they're also actively streaming this police interaction because, again, it's content. And he didn't even delete the VOD of this. It's still up on his Kick channel as of right now. So I don't know why they would.
Which if they go and if he does something stupid and they arrest him and they need evidence, they're gonna show this. It's gonna show that technically you were lying, technically speaking, because even though the camera didn't save it, you have it on your channel still. The guy's still live streaming it, and like I told you just said, is the VOD is still there. So you have all this evidence that you stacking against yourself. Again, you're in another country, so if you do something, you get arrested, and you essentially want to be charged. You're getting charged as a menace. They have the evidence. All they gotta do is find your channel. Like, you just stacking the evidence for yourself so you can feed it to them later. Like, nobody learns this lesson.
Live stream themselves lying to police and then keep the evidence of them lying to police up on their channel. But of course, Oblivion here, he pleaded ignorance or oblivious, and his fans pointed fingers at the shopkeeper, saying that he was the one who overreacted. Now, there is a very obvious no filming sign that they just waltzed right past.
Oh, well, there you go. So even more of a reason the guy kicked him out is because it's telling you no dogs, no smoking, no filming. I can't tell what the rest of that is, but you broke the rules. It's like you walk around in Walmart with a firearm when there's a no firearm sign. You get in trouble for that. Well, yes, in America, you can't walk around in most places with a firearm, depending on your state, depending on the local rules. If it's an open carry state, you can't walk around with it. But private offices or private companies, like Walmart, for example, if they say no firearms, you can't bring a firearm in there, regardless of what the rules outside say. That's private business. You can't do that. If you do, then the cops can get called on you. You get taken down.
But still.
But nah, chat, Michi streams are gonna happen. What's it called?
I think this just shows that Japan is starting to get sick and tired of the IRL streamers. Now, did Oblivion do anything crazy over the top here? Not really. The dude was just being obnoxious and loud. And then, of course, he kept filming the shopkeeper, but, you know, I guess there was some sort of language barrier here as well. And obviously, when these no filming signs are there, that probably means that this isn't the first time this happened, which could be why the shopkeeper reacted so strongly to this. So maybe Oblivion hasn't even been in there before, but it's safe to say the shopkeeper's sick and tired of this. I mean, especially with the whole Chrome Heart store being right there, I think a whole bunch of wannabe influencers are probably ending up around that shop filming. But again, from my
And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in that shop, around that shop, whatever the case is. A lot of times they will talk to each other and they will they will tell each other what's going on. And if one person is having a problem, then they know there's a potential for that problem to come over here. So all of us put up these signs. They can work together like that. You got some spots in America that'll do that, but not as many as in Japan. Not as common as it was when I was in Japan. The stuff I would see, the stuff I experienced, they will talk amongst each other and they'll all coordinate and work together as a community. We'll really do that. We don't do that here.
understanding, filming in public is just frowned upon. It's not technically illegal in Japan. But obviously, this clip made the rounds with a whole bunch of people calling him the new Johnny Smalley and warning him that the consequences would definitely follow if he wasn't careful here, because clearly things didn't go well for Johnny. You don't want to model your life after Johnny. That's for sure. And now he's back to his regular content, which means I guess he sets up dates with one of his many girls and films himself gambling on stake and IRL. Despite people hating him for his behavior, he currently seems to have gotten away with it, and I guess is doing his best to avoid having something like that happen in the future again.
Oh, is it okay if we record?
Yes, but just like in the corner.
How to say is it okay?
See, warning comes before destruction. Him getting out of that with nothing was a warning. Johnny Somali getting away with it as many times he did was all warnings. Johnny's destruction came from Korea because he ain't learned from them warnings. Always remember, warning comes before destruction.
To record in Japanese.
That being said, he is still filming in public, and his own community has brought up another interesting point while he continues his trip in Japan. And that is that gambling in most forms is just illegal in Japan, and that includes spinning slots on stake or whatever he's doing. And someone in Oblivion's own Discord posted a screenshot warning him to not gamble when he's live the next day. And this is obviously because of the legalities.
Bro, you already ruined my day. Wait, what did I do, bro? What did I do in addition? Bro, I'm in there, Miami.
Okay, now that makes sense. Him lying about his location. Now that clip makes way more sense with the context. So, yes, it is very illegal in Japan. About the only places you'll see gambling are Yakuza run places. When I was out there was a street called Blue Street. That's just what we called it. That was not the actual name of it. And we called it Blue Street because there were blue speckles in the street. But next to Blue Street was a street we were not supposed to go down. I think I went down that once, and that's only because that was the quickest way back to where I was going. But you don't talk to nobody. You looking down at the ground. You don't interact with none of them. But there was gambling casinos and stuff, but they were run by Yakuza. And we had a rule: leave them alone. They leave us alone. And we definitely left them alone. You put your face to, you practically drag your face on the ground. Don't look at them. Don't talk to them. Don't interact with them. Nothing. And by our standards, some of that stuff you'll see it as, it can be funny, but they're being punished. But all in all, if you laugh at them, that guy's gonna come at you, and his guys got his back, and they got way more guys than you got guys. I don't got how many guys you think you got. You ain't got as many as they do.
Miami right now, dumb. I mean, yeah, I'm in Miami, bro.
And even if he has a steak deal, which, you know, he has a code, so I'm assuming he does, they would probably understand him having to take a short break. But that being said, he probably required to stream like an hour a day or something like that. So I guess instead he told his chat to just shut up, and he was saying that he was in Miami. Clearly, that's just a bulletproof legal argument right there. And it doesn't really help him that he went live later on in Japan, like the same day. So
Well, you know, it's Florida. They got teleportation circles that take you to any place you want. It's like the flu powder in Harry Potter. You just throw, only this is like swamp water. You got to drink it, though. Stand on top of a sewer grate while holding a gator. And you just drink it, and you, without choking, you have to say, you know, Tokyo, Japan. And you just poof, you pop up there.
So, I guess this guy has unlocked teleportation. But regardless, if he already has people keeping tabs on him, why is he breaking the law while live streaming it? Because that's just how you end up in more hot water. But for now, though, it seems like he's just back to doing IRL content and trying to become the new Neon. If anything happens with him before he makes it home to California, we'll probably give you guys an update. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like if you enjoyed the video.
And as usual, please like, comment, subscribe for me too. That's a Tozy. I will tag the original video in the description. But even for this old goblin here, we need to grow the horde. You know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And you know what? If you hate somebody, send my video to them. Piss them off, ruin their day. Maybe they'll subscribe. I don't know. Catch y'all later. Deuces.